Okay, I just wanted to take a second to talk a little bit about Concord because holy dude, Concord might be one of the biggest failures in gaming history. I'm not even kidding. This is kind of spectacular, and I'm not here to dance on the grave of this game and celebrate. That's not really what I want to do, but I do want to talk about this because what an insane series of events. An important update on Concord. Jake, your resident content cowboy here. Friggin' yeehaw. If you don't know much about Concord, briefly, it's a hero shooter that was being developed by Firewalker Studios. It was developed, it has been released. And it was purchased by Sony. Sony was kind of positioning this as a huge game for them this year. You know, they were trying to like get into this really tough market. I mean, you've got Overwatch and Marvel Rivals trying to get into the market as well. You've got Deadlock, which is, you know, kind of like hero shootery MOBA. But still, it's a really tough market. However, if you can make money here, you can make a lot. Let's talk about what happened here. Concord fans, we've been closely listening to your feedback. Concord fans is an unfortunate way to start because more people are going to read this than there are Concord fans. Closely to your feedback since the launch of Concord on PS5 and PC. I want to thank everyone who joined the journey abroad the North Star. Sure. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm sorry. The thing that sucks about this, truly, there are a lot of people who put a lot of time and energy into this, and it just was it just like it completely blew up. Your support and passionate community has made that has grown around this game has meant the world to us. While many qualities of this experience resonated with players, we recognize that other aspects of the game in our initial launch didn't land the way we intended. Therefore, at this time, we've decided to take the game offline beginning September 6th, 2024, and explore options, including those that will better reach our players. This game has been online for like 10 days. This game has been out for 10 days. Now, credit to like the developer Sony, whatever they have to do here. This game is getting full refunds. If you bought it on Steam, Epic Game Store, other retailers with a physical copy, you could refer to the refund process. If you just bought it directly through PS5, a refund will be issued back to your original payment, and they're shutting the game down. They're shutting their game down in a couple days here. Just such a crazy series of events. Concord it's estimated. Nothing has come out saying exactly, and we might find out after Sony possibly decides to write this thing off. Maybe they don't. Maybe they turn it free to play. Concord is estimated to have cost somewhere between like $50 million and $200 million. Now, I think the people who hate Concord probably think it costs closer to $200 million, and I think the people who are defending Concord, which none of them are playing the game, but the people who are defending Concord probably think the game costs like $80,000 to make. But the fact of the matter is, this game cost millions of dollars to make, years and years and years. It's estimated somewhere between like 5 and 8 years to make this game, probably with 3 years or so of like real hardcore focusing on getting this game out. And yeah, man, I mean, it's just a complete and utter disaster. I'll talk to you a little bit about kind of why I think that happened here. I've got some tweets here from one of the devs that's kind of like getting into it a little bit. So this game, I think a few things happened. I think clearly one thing that happened is this game, like let's talk about the real issues with this game is it's going into an extremely competitive market. You're asking people to pay. Like lots of these games, they're not asking you to pay. You get in and then they try to microtransaction you to death, right? This game is asking you to pay up front to be a part of it, which is just a really tough sell with a lot of these games. Now, basically, everything out there on the market, like truly, like so many games just release for free, and then they hope that they can get enough players to sort of start funding the game through all of their microtransactions. And if the game is popular enough, they make way more than, you know, they would have if they would have sold the game. But it's a gamble, right? And Sony was looking to see, I guess, if it could do both here. Also, this game just like really hit a nerve in the culture war. So let's take a look here at some of these tweets. This is from one of the developers of Concord. It's Concord release day. I'm so insanely proud of the team and what they and we have accomplished. A labor of love like nothing else. Been playing it so much since early access started a few days ago, and I'm excited for it to be available to everyone. The thing that I think about this, because there's a lot to get into on the culture war side of it, why can't games just suck anymore? You know? Doesn't it feel like games can't suck anymore? Like, it's either a game is like woke garbage nonsense, or it's like, see, this is why Wukong was a success, because they didn't have DEI. Can't games just suck anymore? Like, without playing Concord, uh, like the pronouns in the bio and all this is like talked about in the tweet here later. As they're like arguing with someone, they, them in the bio, and like DEI and all this stuff. Can't games just suck? I maybe it's just me, but like, I don't care. I don't care about any of this. Like, can't games just suck anymore? Why does every game have to be like a statement, one way or another? By the way, I'm looking at like both ways, like one way or another. Why can't you just make a game and it be good or not? It feels like the thing about this game is it just sucks. Like, let's be honest. Like, there aren't enough people upset about the characters in it to make a difference. If the game was amazing and it blew you away, and the second someone played it, they had to tell 10 friends about it. I think the truth is this game probably just sucked, which is unfortunate, but a lot of people can get together and they can, do something amazing. They can make Empire Strikes Back, and a lot of people can get together and, they can make, like The Last Jedi. So, lots of different things could happen, right? This person's saying they're so honored to have had this be their first AAA game. Huge learning experience, lots of struggles, but I'm glad to have gone through it. And then apparently people were hating on it, so they kind of got a little like weird. They were like hiding posts, and they were like, "Pay me $8 to unhide your tweet." I think they were like getting trolled, so they were trolling back a little bit. This person just like going at them a little bit. Samuel saying, Gun Z The Last Duel has more online players than Concord. I don't know what Gun Z The Last Duel is, so to be fair enough. That might be actually a sick burn, given that I have no idea what it is, and I have heard of Concord. And then we have this, they, them in the bio, cartoon profile picture. Yeah, we know the game has a lot of DEI, box checking, woke trash design. I'm glad this game flopped so hard, because they, them don't deserve to work in entertainment. I think this part of it, I understand people's frustration, because here's the frustration I understand. I think what people will see is a game that's awful. Feels like when you see that, it feels like they spent so much time on things that aren't important in the game, right? And then you get a game that has a lot of, like, I guess a lot of the elements that they would be maybe like upset about in the culture war, a lot of the DEI wokeness. You see something like The Last of Us 2, which I had a lot of issues with story-wise personally, but you see something like The Last of Us 2, and people are like, yeah, that's what they were doing with that too, and also The Last of Us 2 is a really good game. So I think you kind of run into this weird thing, and all it just makes me think going through all of this is like, regardless of the wokeness or whatever with the Concord and this and the culture war around it, and trying to dunk on the developer, and the developer going back at them because they had something like, at some point, they kind of like went back at him and was calling everyone freaks or whatever. Where is it? I had it somewhere here. Yeah, they were calling people talentless freaks. I don't care. It was a huge labor of love from an insanely talented group of people making an awesome game. Why would I care what a bunch of talentless freaks are saying about it? I just wish things could suck again. I just wish we could all say Concord sucks again. Can we go back to a simpler time where Concord just sucks? I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about this because I really think the story of this game, like, from the clear takeaway from this might be something based on how the developer responded to the community, which is not positive, right? I mean, you're making a product that you're asking people to pay money for. But I think the big takeaway from this should be you can't make a game that's not good. You just can't make a game that people don't want to play. So you can do anything you want in a game. You can make it be as woke, as non-woke, as whatever you want in a game, but you just can't make a game that people don't want to play. And I think that's what really happened with Concord. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I just wanted to talk about this because I've just been seeing so much about Concord since its release. And it's weird. The amount of oxygen spent on Concord, boy, it did not equal sales. All right. I love you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. I will see you all next time. Can't games just suck anymore?